You finally got your paycheck. All these weeks of hard work are finally feeling worth it. You can now go on to buy everything that you'd been waiting for. The last thing you're thinking about is savings. But that is exactly what you should be thinking about. Saving is the basic tenet of personal finance. It is the building block of being a responsible adult. This is why you must save every month, and we'll tell you a very important rule to follow while you're trying to save. Now that we've established that you got to save, let's move on to the next piece of the puzzle. While there's no one rule to follow when you're trying to save, experts often point towards the 50-30-20 rule while telling you how much you should be saving. So 50% of your salary can be used towards your basic expenses. This includes your rent, your groceries, and your electricity bill. The next 30% is what you can spend on optional indulgences. This includes your shopping, your outings with friends, or even your Netflix subscription. The next third one is the 20%, which is what you should be saving per month. Even though this is a guideline, this is what is popularly used as a rule of thumb in the world of personal finance. The 50-30-20 rule isn't as archaic as it sounds. It was outlined in the 2005 bestseller called All Your Worth. This book was written by US Senator Elizabeth Warren and businesswoman Amelia Warren Tyagi. The reason it's popular is because it demystifies the concept of saving, making it really accessible to you and me. The first thing to consider here is your monthly salary. Try working with net figures here to avoid all sorts of tax complications. Your in-hand salary minus the income tax is what you should consider here. The next step is to figure out how much you spend per month. Make two lists here. One where you put down your basic necessities like rent and groceries. The next one is your optionals, where you put down how much you spend on your night outs or when you buy something. Make sure you include everything here, including your Uber bills. The third step is to evaluate and adjust. So remember, we told you that you can spend up to 50% of your net salary on the first column and 30% on the second column. If you're falling within these two, you're golden. But if you're not, that's when you need to readjust. If you don't, it's time to take stock of the situation and cut back a little. So you don't have to do this very drastically. You can bring about small changes like reducing the 5 night outs in a month to 3 night outs in a month. Remember, the more you cut down here is how much you'll actually be adding to the 20% saving criteria. Time for an expert tip. One way to actually ensure that you meet the 50-30-20 criteria is by actually setting aside 20% of your salary when it comes in. So that ensures your earnings minus savings is what you actually have left to spend. It is a good habit to build. Now you know that you got to save and how you got to do it. But what exactly are we saving for? No matter how old you are, where in your career ladder you are, or if you have a family or not, there are a few things that each one of us need to save for. Number one, emergencies. This is the cornerstone of personal finance, and you need to save for a rainy day. This is for any unforeseen circumstances that might come your way. Second, large purchases. This is to ensure that you plan meticulously before buying something big. This can be a house or a car or even a new gadget. Number 3, retirement. Even though this might seem far off, old age is going to come for all of us. So it is never too early to start planning for your retirement. So the bottom line is, saving is something that is important and all of us must inculcate in our monthly habits. Remember, all the money that you're saving is what you can use later on in life. If you like this video, make sure you like, follow and subscribe Har Zindagi on YouTube.